Are you super frustrated with feeling like you're on a health roller coaster? Like sometimes you feel okay, but often you feel exhausted, in pain, which is causing you to lose drive, be unproductive, annoyed, unfulfilled. You've tried a million things to feel better, and sometimes it helps, but never very long, and things are likely getting worse over time, and it's also likely starting to bleed over into every aspect of your life. Does that sound familiar? If that sounds like you, well, stick around, because on today's video, I'm gonna show you 3 critical things that you need to get you out of the bad health roller coaster so that you can reclaim your health and ultimately your life. So I'm Dr. Alain Desaulniers. Let's go. Welcome back to the channel where we empower families to create awesome health so they can naturally access presence, purpose, and performance for a lifetime. When I moved away from my hometown of Winnipeg, Manitoba, and I traveled down to start school just outside of Atlanta, Georgia, I remember going to CAA and picking up these things called a triptych. Now, a triptych is like this turn-by-turn map, this like long, skinny map thing, and it's like a turn-by-turn map and driving instructions to your destinations. You can get them for wherever. You can go from Winnipeg to Atlanta. You can go from Atlanta to Florida. Anything that you wanted. And so I used to have to go into CAA, fill out a form, talk to somebody, tell them this is where I am, this is where I'm starting, this is where I'm going. I also need this little side trip. I'm going from Atlanta to North Carolina and this little place, and this is where I'm going, this is the hotel I'm staying at. And so I would fill out these forms requesting the directions. Then I'd have to go back like a week or so later and pick them up. And if you're anywhere near my age, and you likely remember thinking like, wow, this is so cool. I can get directions for like anything. It's just like the coolest thing. And nowadays we have something that's a million times as cool. We have these little phones that everywhere we go, we just open up this little app, these little maps app here, and I can put in a couple things and off I am. I can go anywhere in the world, and not only does it give me the directions, but it also tells me about traffic and the accidents. It can give me alternate routes. It can reroute me. It can give me all kinds of really cool stuff, and it's all on my phone. And the same way that these apps work to get you directions to where you want to go are the exact critical things that you need to get out of pain, heal your nervous system, and create awesome health. So first, you need to know where you want to go. You need a final destination. When it comes to your health, you need to know what you want. You need to know what it is that you want to feel, what it is that you want to experience. You need to decide exactly what you want. Now, have you considered that the first mistake that a lot of people make when it comes to trying to change their health is that they're just way too vague. They don't have any direction. I mean, they're just so stuck. And I get it. You're just so stuck with being in pain and being in poor health that you just can't think of anything else but getting out of pain. I just want to feel better. I don't want to feel so exhausted. I don't want to feel like this anymore. I just want a different body. And if that's all that you're doing, likely you're gonna just end up right back to where you are, being frustrated, confused, in pain, and in poor health. It's like if rather than inputting my address into the app, I just put West Vancouver, or even worse, I just put BC. I mean, that'll get me like kind of in the vicinity. It might be, if I'm traveling from far away to here, that'll get me a little bit closer, but I get here and I'm still lost because I'm still nowhere near to where I want to be. So what's the actual destination you want? What is the pain and the poor health stopping you from doing and enjoying? Do you want to be able to have endless energy to play with your kids? Do you want to be able to play your favorite sport or activity without worry of injury, or be able to just perform at your best? Do you want to be able to connect deeply with your spouse even after a long day? Do you want to have mental clarity to tackle your career and your financial goals? So see, on Alice in Wonderland, remember that fable, when Alice first met the Cheshire Cat, they had a really insightful conversation that illustrates this.
Oh, no. Thank you, but I just wanted to ask you which way I ought to go.
Well, that depends on where you want to get to.
Oh, it really doesn't matter. As long as I can...
Then it really doesn't matter which way you go.
So just like the Cheshire Cat says, consider that if you don't know where you're going, the rest doesn't matter. The next thing that you need is something that these apps do automatically. You need a starting point. You need to know where you are now. I mean, similar to the situation with the Cheshire Cat, if you don't know where you're starting from, I mean, often you're just guessing, and if you do ever make it to your destination, you've wasted tons of time, tons of energy, just trying to figure out where you are, where you're going, and you're just wandering aimlessly. So when it comes to your health, you need to know what the root cause of your health problems. You need to know where you are right now. I mean, when people consult with us at Revolution Health, before any care is ever given, we dive really deep into answering those first 2 questions. What are the results that you want? And where are you now? And we don't guess, we test. We have a very detailed 4-part client results process that we take all of our clients through. So to learn more about that, you can check out this video that I'll link to right now. Now, once we know those two things, where I'm starting and where I'm going, we can determine the third thing, which is the plan, the route that you're going to take between here and there. Now, if it's something really simple, I mean, you may be able to figure that out on your own. Most often though, especially when it comes to your health, you can save yourself sometimes literally years of DIY, just investing in yourself by working with a professional who can take you through the most efficient and direct route. And sometimes it's just more efficient, but not just efficient, but necessary to work with a trained professional. And so all of these three things, knowing the results that you want, knowing what's causing your problem and where your starting point is, and the plan, the map to get you there, they're all completely useless without the one thing that brings everything together: consistent action. If I'm sitting in the car and I enter the address for the restaurant that I want to go to, and once the app gives me all the directions, I mean, nothing happens until I start the car and take it out of park. I mean, you need to take action. I'll have you consider that if you don't change anything, then nothing will change. I mean, even imperfect action will trump even the most perfect plan if you don't do anything. You really just need to show up. You need to be consistent. You need to coax yourself out of this inertia of confusion, of past failures and pain and discomfort and poor health. I'll tell you, you can do it. Taking action today will get you closer to where you want to go. So what step are you stuck at, and what action do you need to take? I mean, consider taking a powerful and effective step and just schedule a consult with us so you can finally get on the path of awesome health for a lifetime. I mean, you can learn about our client results process here, and you can check out another video to help you create awesome health. Okay, see you on the next one.